What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. We are back inside the building once again as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavour worldwide. This one, very exciting indeed. It's one I've been meaning to get into. I've said it on a couple of videos. I've recently started a new job, so my Fridays are really difficult to actually get down and record on. And the rest of the week, I'm literally up super early actually doing these recordings. I record these videos at about 7:30 in the morning now before I go to work. So this one comes to us from SPINALL off his brand new project featuring Benson and Stefflon Don. An interesting international link up for sure. It goes by the name Oshey. Again, SPINALL is one of the kings of these kind of big link up collaborations you wouldn't necessarily expect to see. I think the project's called Top Boy, so do go and give that a spin if you haven't already. And of course, if you're new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. Without further ado, let's jump into this one. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go.
Top Boy. DJ SPINALL.
She been there one corner with a liquor. Make a loosen up proper
So immediately what I'm loving in this is that sort of almost darker twinge that you're getting on that guitar line. It almost sounds slightly satanic, to be honest with you. That there's almost, I think it might be an augmented fourth in there. I don't know if that's the correct name, but it sounds like that sort of tonality, the devil's interval, as it used to be called, between the two notes. Really, really clean, though. I'm loving how that sort of very metallic string is twanging on this. Again, the percussion really nice and very kind of potent mid-range percussive elements on this, and then you get to hear that introductory vocal of Benson, which does just instantaneously change the entire feeling of the tune. Really cool introduction. Let's go. This is sounding really nice, man. A really nice kind of low rumble going on from that bass line element in the lower regions. And then on top of that as well, you've just got this very, very smooth vocal line from Benson, which is just carrying the mid and high range. I won't lie, it's not the most kind of out there expansive vocal I've heard from Benson before, but when you're on a tune like this, which is kind of abstract in its instrumentation, in its compositional style, I'm not mad at a vocal not being like an instantaneous, this is a mega pop vocal that's going to change the world, because it won't over a tune like this. I think you have to think smarter than that. You have to be like, look, what vocal can I do on this that will actually amplify what's already going on? And I think he's doing a pretty good job of that.
Me have the key to the Monday. Rev it out, done by the road, get thicker. Pop off my tongue, you come forget. You know, me no shy like Trisha, me a dance like stripper.
Interesting, though.
Me know me no have white liver. Back just a bend like me plastic.
Yeah, what is really interesting about this is both of them are using the same sort of vocal preset, which says to me they actually tried to do different style vocals, and then they went, you know what, we need something that actually changes what we're doing vocally so it fits in with the overall timbre and texture of the track. Really interesting, actually, to hear how I don't know, just how much of a twang this tune has. When you're hearing, obviously, Stefflon Don, she has done Afrobeats kind of releases before, but I'd say she primarily resides in a bit more of a kind of UK dancehall space. That's where she's like at her prime. So hearing her over a tune like this, which is essentially an abstract Afrobeats augmentation, love to saying that as a phrase, but it's really interesting hearing her going, you know what, yes, put the same vocal effect on myself. I don't know why I find that so interesting, but that is interesting to me.
Quicker, juice flow like river, and it's sweet, don't bitter. Sugar, fashion killer. We should chill and get together. You ain't like no other. Real top shatter. I just wanna be your lover. Oh shit, oh shit, oh baby.
I'm loving the percussion in the background as well. It's just constantly tapping away, bringing something different to the table. That little or Like, I love those little elements that are just constantly interchanging and intertwining around the rest of the mid-range, because it means you have this slightly unpredictable rhythm in the middle. Again, the drums down below are pretty consistent. There's a kind of very nice warm bass line below that, and then the vocals themselves are quite unpredictable in their rhythmic approach, and also the melodies they're going to bring. So it is interesting hearing all of this mad combination of abstract elements all coming together. Really nice. So what I will say about this is, when you're listening to a tune like this, and it is abstract, and it is kind of out there, it is something a little bit different sonically, there's different electronic elements all going on. Realistically, I don't think you can do that and expect to pull off the desired effect in less than 3 minutes. I think you realistically, these are the types of tunes that you need around 4 minutes for. You want this big kind of abstract intro, you want bridges and breakdowns, you want kind of sonic, you want kind of sonic eruptions in the middle of the tune, you want little kind of strange bits that people can take from it, and overall you want to kind of build a storyline and a journey into why the tune is as abstract as it is. I feel they may have wasted a bit of an opportunity on this one, only making it 2 minutes and 30 seconds, because I'm just kind of starting to understand the feeling. Because it's abstract, you don't instantaneously understand it in comparison to, I don't know, a very kind of typically made Afrobeats tune. Call Me Down, Wizkid and DJ Tunes. That's a very kind of typically made tune. You know where the percussion is. You know where the range is in regards to composition. This, anything can happen at any moment, and it takes your brain about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of listening to really actually go, okay, I know what's going on here. But by the time you've now done that, there's only 25 seconds left. So for me, that's a bit of a missed pocket, for me personally.
DJ SPINALL.
How good would it have been to have just had this kind of element in the middle of the tune rather than just at the end? That little breakdown there. See what I mean? DJ SPINALL, this one, Oshey, featuring Benson and Stefflon Don off the brand new Top Boy project. Again, I do like what's going on with it, but the big criticism is I think this one genuinely is too short. I've often said before I prefer it when tunes are around 3 minutes long because you get a full expansive section. I feel with this one you've actually kind of lost a bit of the potential, realistically, because it's so abstract, because it's so different. You need time for your brain to adjust, and by the time your brain is fully aware of what's going on, it's that little breakdown at the end. That sounds like the most normal thing in the world, and it means you can naturally relate with it, but you only get it for 4 bars and then the tune's done, which for me is always a bit of a waste. I'd have loved it if this was like a 3-minute 30 tune and then you get that breakdown in the middle where it's just this instrumental run for an 8 bar, and then you get both of them kind of chipping in, doing a harmonized chorus block, and then you start to look towards an outro. For me, that would probably make it feel a little bit stronger. There's good elements in it for sure. Obviously both using the same vocal effect is a little strange, but yeah, I think it definitely feels like they've missed a trick on this one for me personally. But there we go. That's it from me. Hopefully you have enjoyed this as a reaction. Let me know in the comment section down below if you do agree. Again, I always try not to slate tunes. I always try to find the positives, and there are lots of positives from this, but that's a big kind of glaring omission for me. So do let me know if you agree in the comment section down below. And as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CUBREACTS TV. Stay locked.